I figure I bring back an old classic for us to get on there.
I'm laughing. It's so funny.
What is up, my brother? How are you feeling? I got me take this banner off real quick because we don't need to be starting shortly.
You got all the cool gimmicks, the music.
Yeah, we got all kinds of things happening there. Welcome back, Frank Dippo, Master of Money. Let's go, let's grow, y'all. I see that board behind you, man. You got a lot of stuff happening, man.
Got a lot of loans. Loans will be good. I'm already insecure about the closings in January. So what we do today, right, results in money in January and February.
That's right. We're doing right now a commitment to capping. We're doing a challenge, the Q4 sprint. And so each agent in the ecosystem is going to put $100 million worth of business into velocity, into motion.
Wow.
Before January 1st.
It's crazy.
We're already above 87 million, and today is the 29th. So,
wow.
That's
incredible.
These folks are maniacs that we're working with, man.
Amazing.
Maniacs. I was talking to you earlier, man, and we had to jump on just because so many exciting things are happening in the market right now. So many exciting things are happening for us. So I wanted to just slow way down and acknowledge all of the things that you're doing, all the things that you've been doing, talk to you about Q4 and then talk to you about Q1. But we can't do it without acknowledging one of our faves, man. I really want to take a minute just to kind of recognize the fact that we lost a great one this year. And he was not only great to real estate, but he was great to the velocity of money. He was great to any agent that came in contact with him. I want to give a shout out to the great Mark Bjorkman.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you want me to tell my story?
Yeah, please tell your story.
So yeah, obviously you and I have been collaborating for years. And about 6 months ago, we decided through the velocity of money for a little while to give realtors some scholarships to the velocity money class, because it does two things. A, it gives them more knowledge. B, it gives them the opportunity to have a better conversation with a buyer. And C, it gives me an opportunity to form a relationship before even asking for a lead or before I give a lead, meaning let's work together. Classes, 70 minutes per class. I'll teach you what I know. Let's see how we can work together. So Mark was literally the valedictorian of the first class, and still to this day the best student that we've had out of 100 agents that came through this class. Now I don't think knowing who Mark is, that any of the other 99 agents would be insulted by me saying that.
No, I don't think so.
They're like, cool, he was the best. And so, for any of you guys that don't know me or don't know Velocity Money, let me give you a quick explanation of kind of how we analyze things. So I have this thing that I created called Power 4. If number one in the Power 4 is what I call cash flow or yield. We give the students a spreadsheet. All the realtors got a spreadsheet that shows you how to analyze a property. Okay, so it's your yearly cash flow divided into your down payment. So believe it or not, it takes a little time for people to digest that. It takes people time to learn how to use the spreadsheet. But Mark learned the spreadsheet. Mark figured this out on his own, how to go to somebody else's listing, plug in the numbers on the spreadsheet, whether it was owner occupied and then it was going to turn into an investment, or was it an investment from day one? And he would market this on the internet to an investor and be like, hey, this is a 31% yield. Call me and I'll explain what this means. And he was fishing literally for people by showing them knowledge. So that's my thing in the Velocity Money is like, if I educate you and you educate the buyer, none of us are a commodity anymore because we're educating people. We're educators. It's just like what you do in your program. I do my program. So Mark figured out it doesn't even have to be my listing. I just have to represent the property with yield and say, call me and I'll explain what this means. Because if you're interested in real estate, I can show you how to buy it, which is brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Brilliant. And I used it in every class. I'm like, guys, my buddy Mark is doing this. He's doing it. Like he created a market for himself through the yield calculator that did not exist before he came to my class. And that's not about me. That's about his brain and how he went about doing it. So I'm going to try and say this without getting choked up.
Yeah.
I want to name this the Bjorkman method for all realtors that want to learn this, how to go out using my calculator, my spreadsheet, how to get real estate investors in honor of him, his legacy. And I think once this is a nationwide program, that's going to add to his legacy because we're like, oh yeah, I know the Bjorkman method. And I think it's just brilliant to help realtors grow.
I'm writing this out. And I can't type and talk at the same time. And then if you're going to add in a little bit of tears at the same time, I'm not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
So forgive any typos because I'm typing through tears. The guy has been, I don't know how to say it any other way, man. The guy has been a motivating force for just about all of us in the biz. And just as generous as you could possibly be. So for you to come on and say that you want to take one of your fundamental programs and show how this amazing individual leveraged it for growth to help more people, to help more agents, to help more clients and customers and prospects, and then name it after him. I gotta say, Frank, man, that that's gonna mean a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And I think once people identify, like, oh yeah, okay, hold on. Learn it, be able to teach it, use it to go fishing, because everybody wants to invest in real estate, right? You and I both know this. But what's the common denominator? Nobody knows where to begin. Nobody knows how to analyze the property. Nobody knows what to buy, what not to buy. The world thinks flipping and appreciation. That's what they think. And those are very dangerous formulas if you don't know what you're doing. So what Mark did through my tutelage was take something and then he put it in his own box. And I think it's great because then people could remember because he's got a unique last name, right?
Right.
And it's catchy. And it's just like it hit me one day when we were doing the last class. And I think it's going to be great. I really do.
Well, the thing about Mark is that he always made things a lot of fun, man. There was a time if you ask any one of the agents that, so just in case you don't know, if you're on this this broadcast and you're not a part of our universe on a regular basis, we get together every day, right? As agents, we get together and lead generate. We also get together at the end of the day and we sort of deconstruct the day so that we can sort of plan for the next day with clarity. And Mark, man, Mark would be first one on the call. Mark would be the one that was like sort of motivating people. No, you got to do this, you got to do that. He was like a nuclear powered battery for whatever you was doing.
Yep.
And so one funny as shit this guy was, man. So one day we got on, we were lead generating, and he jumped on with a wig on, and he was lead generating with a wig on, and he was rocking it. And man, every single agent that was lead generating with us was laughing and having a good time because he's talking, he's having serious conversations on the telephone while he's got this wig on. He looked like Raggedy Andy. It was just funny as shit, man, and just a pleasure to be around. I don't know if Josh is listening, his son Joshua, man, and his grandchildren and his wife Paula. I just want to let you know that we appreciate the fact that you shared this man with us in his life. So we really and truly appreciate that, and want to let you know that his legacy will live on. And he's touched so many agents, he's touched so many lives, and I'm going to do whatever I can to pick up the mantle for him. Frank is already talking about naming programs after him. And the method, the Bjorkman method of leveraging and powering up your yield leveraging. Frank, just talk to me for a second. Just talk to me for a second about the program that he was attached to. So Velocity of Money, let the people know what that is and how they can be a part of it if they want to be a part of it.
Yeah. So, because you've come to them pre-COVID, but we started out with live seminars, and it's basically Velocity Money puts real estate investing in a box. But here's the difference. People talk about flipping. People talk about appreciation. People talk about 15, 20, 25% down. America doesn't have 15, 20, 25% down times 3, right? So it's 3 properties. Use the bank's money to buy the property, which we're a bank. 15, 20, 25%. Use the tenant's money to pay off the property.
Mm-hmm.
What I did is I put it in a box that showed first-time home buyers, several different methods, how to acquire $1 million worth of real estate for $50,000 or less, how to do it with 3%, 3.5%, 5% down. I created another one. I don't know if I'm going to mention it. I might mention it.
You should mention it.
Okay, I'll mention it. So there's a new one that I get. So I have 3 programs, basically 2 programs, just created a third. First one was 3, 2, 1 and done.
Right.
A lot of you have heard of that. How to buy a 3, a 2, and then a 1. By the way, Freddie Mac discontinued the 5% down on the 2 family and then just
reestablished. Double down. Double down.
They reestablished it. So it's back. Thank God. Because for a little while, my 3, 2, 1 and done had a giant hole in it in the 2. I was like, holy crap. So that's back. Then in areas where they don't have multifamily houses, I created something called single family fast track, which is a way to buy 3 single families in a row with very little money down. Now, are you ready for the killer one?
This is the first time I'm hearing this, y'all. So
it's the first time he's hearing it. I haven't told you. 030.
Okay, wait, what?
030. Right?
You know the company's called Start at Zero, right? You see this Start at Zero right behind us, right?
Holy crap. No, I didn't know. Wow.
So go ahead. Give us the 030.
We're vibing on the same wavelength here. So 030, VA, veteran, existing veteran, or retired veteran. VA loan, 0 down. Live in the property, year 2, 3% down on a conventional loan. Year 3, 0 down on the third loan. So I can get a veteran into $1 million worth of real estate with 3 sellers concessions for $9,000.
So I got Andrea Harden. Wait, no, first of all, I know Andrea's down with it. I know Levon is down with this. I know that you have a lot of our veteran agents down with this. First of all, every vet should know that they could do this. But on top of that, now you've got a plan, sort of a stacked plan.
Yep.
So here's what I'm listening to. Here's what I hear, Frank. Everybody out there listen to this. This is how I hear this. Mark is showing you how you can give to your veteran community a way for them not only to afford their house, but to afford a pattern of investment that will give them their dream home and income in 3 years.
Yeah.
And less time.
You want to hear something more insane?
Please.
One of my friends who's Marine tells me, now he didn't know about the other areas of the military, but in the Air Force, they do a housing stipend. So if you're in the Air Force currently, you might get $1,800 for rent or mortgage. So if you're a current veteran, you come to me and I give you a 0 down loan, the military is going to pay for the mortgage. Then you turn that into an investment after 1 year. You get a renter in there. Then you do your 3% down conventional, live in that one, and then we're off to the races. So not only do we have 030, but there's a supplement from the U.S. government while you're active duty.
030 with a U.S. plus.
Correct. So like,
I don't even want to talk to you anymore. Frank, you're insane. They're gonna come after you, bro.
I was in the shower. I was like, yes. So let me finish real quick on. So what's my program? Because I didn't answer it. I don't want people to think I'm flaky. So then what Sekou and I decided to do was to do a realtor class. I charge individuals for group coaching, and I charge individuals for one-on-one coaching. I've had a bunch of students come through the class. But for a little while, I was giving realtor scholarships. That was what Mark was part of. I've had 4 realtor classes. I've had about 100 realtors come through the class. But basically what I'm doing is I'm giving you all of the velocity money data, Zoom recordings. So even when you feel like you're drinking from a fire hose, you're like, okay, Frank, you lost. And I'm like, okay, I'll slow down, but you get the Zoom anyway. And then do your homework, come back next week, be ready to go. What happens at the end of the 4-week journey is that as a realtor, they know the world we live in. They're not blind to DTI, LTV, business bank statement, DSCR, FHA, conventional, when you could use a gift, when you can't, how to add a seller concession. They know all that. And then 1 or 2 of them are like, holy crap, I want to be a loan officer. I'm like, well, that's fine too. But at the end of the day, now what I'm doing is I'm creating modules. You and I talked about this earlier. My first individual module that I'm going to charge for to the realtor community had it become fundable. Because we all know that as realtors, as 1099 is a blessing and a curse. Because it's a blessing because you don't have to give the government the money today. It's a curse because when it's April 15th and your accountant tells you owe $34,000, right? So then what happens is the realtors go back to the accountant and go, did I tell you about those miles? Did I tell you about those repairs? Did I tell you about that marketing I did? And suddenly, as a realtor, you made $19,000. And then you come to Frank, you suck because you can't get me a loan. And I'm like, well, I can get you a loan. Me, you, and your accountant just have to sit down together. Now, let me give you another one. For realtors that have been a realtor for 5 years, maybe we don't have to show the money on our tax return. Maybe we do the business bank statement loan.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, 12 months of deposits. So say you have, making up numbers. I don't know whether Sekou makes $68 million a year or $68 a year. I'm just making up.
I'm $68.
I know you're more than $68. We take all your deposits for the year, right? And we divide by 2, and we can use that as income. So say you bring in $300 for the year in deposits, I could use 50% of that as income. So now you make $150,000 a year. Another funny story, and then I'll let you talk because I'm talking a lot.
No, brother, shoot.
5 years ago, when I owned a mortgage company with my buddy Tommy at America's Mortgage Lender, we weren't showing a ton of income, right? So I got myself a business bank statement loan because you can't buy the house I bought, right, and show $100,000 in income. That's not a good DTI.
Right.
Plus, I had a boat and some other things. So I got myself a business bank statement loan. And I'm married to my wife at this time for about a year and a half, 2 years. And I got myself 6.5%. And she's like, what the hell is wrong with you? You're supposed to be this good mortgage guy. You got yourself 6.5%. I'm like, honey, so we're paying $500 more a month on the mortgage. And I saved 40 grand that I would have had to pay in income tax. Do the math. But here's the moral to the story. That business bank statement loan right now is in the low to mid fours. So it's not even the crappy 6.5 I got myself. The rate's actually pretty good.
I have a business. I have a business. I have a bank statement.
That's what we get you. That's what we get you. So now in this get fundable class, it's if you're a realtor for 5 years, we can use your most recent tax return, 1 year. So you don't even have to show a lot of money for 2. Show it for 1. If you're a realtor for 2 years and you haven't shown the income, we can do a business bank statement. If you're a real estate investor, we can do a DSCR loan, which is debt service coverage ratio. So all of these things I teach in my class, but I'm going to come out with this get fundable module. I think it's going to be $399 for the realtors.
Okay.
Because I'm giving it away. Ridiculous amount of information for like almost nothing. You and I can't even go to Jersey Mike's for that fee.
Leave me alone because I'm hungry right now, and so my daughter's only let me eat brat because I wasn't feeling well. So,
so then here's another one. When we do the class, anybody that does a loan with us, I'm going to give a lender credit for the cost of the class. So anyway, it's not a sales pitch on that.
Listen to me. Stop, because I'm going to try to sell this for you, and you just keep giving it away, right? Yes, and so, listen to me, real estate agents, if you're out there and you can hear us, the sound of our voice, run to hello@thevelocityofmoney.com. Am I right with that? Did I do that right?
Yep.
hello@thevelocityofmoney.com. I want you to tell them that Sekou sent you and that you want more information about all of it. So if you're a salesperson, if you're a real estate salesperson, 1099 employee, if you're an ISA, if you are, the baddest real estate coach in the world, I want you to understand that this is for you to grow your business. This is an investment in your business. This is coaching on the mortgage side so that, you can still be a know-nothing agent and have the best allies in the world help you to overcome some of these seller and buyer objections, especially if they're conditional around their credit, around down payment or something like that. I want you to learn the Bjorkman method. I want you to just understand how simple and powerful this was for a regular guy that was a superstar. And hear me carefully when I say this. He was a regular guy who was an absolute amazing person. For him to see this and be able to convey this to the public and help so many people, you're gonna love it. Yeah. Hey Frank, man, we've got a boogie, right? So I've got a few things happening at 4:00. I want to invite the folks to a workshop that we're gonna be involved with. The workshop is here in Jersey, so it's gonna be New You Real Estate Convention or con.com. Just roll over there and see if you can pick up a ticket. I've got discounts if you're an agent and you're in my ecosystem. You want to send me a message, send Frank a message. We can get you in there for a nice little coupon code. Frank, before we go, where do you want us to go? You want us to go to hello at
thevelocityofmoney.com.
Hello at thevelocityofmoney.com.
Yep.
Tell him I sent you. Don't take any shit from Frank, okay? He's gonna give you a little shit, man. He's gonna try to give this to you. Insist on investing in your business, y'all. All right. Any last words, Frank?
No, thank you for your time, brother. And I'm going to put a flyer together for the Bjorkman method.
The Bjorkman method. Boom. Let's go, Marky B. We love you. We miss you. Shout out. I got to come up with a nickname to you because Devin had Uncle Papi. We loved him. He was Tampico. And so we gotta get you. You're gonna be Big Poppy. Let's go. Let's take us out. I'm gonna take us out with the same Velocity of Money banner, man. That was cool. It was nice. It was
Sure.
powerful. Boom.